Welcome back to Truth and Encouragement. My name is Todd Shopwright, and I want to welcome you to my channel where we teach history, culture, language, music, and biblical truths to help you through the week. Before I begin both of my reaction videos, I have noticed the Russian singer Shaman will take songs that are written and sung decades ago, and he'll take them and repo them, meaning that he'll redo them, refine them, polish them up, and then sing them up to our date and time. But I noticed that Shaman retains the original piece of that song that was written back then, and that's what I love about his music. Now, don't get me wrong, Shaman has written some beautiful songs like Spasiba, Yaroski, and Stallman, and I have heard some songs that he did redo that was written many years ago, but this song that I want to react on is called Where Does the Motherland Begin? And what is amazing about this song is the storyline behind it, and it goes like this. Where does the motherland begin? It begins with a picture in your primer. It begins with good and faithful comrades living in the neighboring yard. Or maybe it begins with the song that our mother sang to us, with the fact that in any challenges, no one can take away from us. Where does the motherland begin? It begins with the cherished bench at the gate. It begins with the same birch that grows in the field bending under the wind. Or maybe it begins with the spring song of the starling, and with this country road which has no end in sight. Where does the motherland begin? It begins with windows glowing in the distance. It begins with an old father's Godinovka, which we found somewhere in the closet. Or maybe it begins with the sound of wagon wheels and with the oath that you took to her in your heart in your youth. And now, without further ado, I would like to share with you the video by the Russian singer Shaman called Where Does the Motherland Begin? And then after that, I will give you my comments. And then we will go to a 1975 song of Where the Motherland Begins, that same song, but was sung many decades ago. And you will see in both of these songs how Shaman retains the Russian music and the words and shows such love and respect towards the author of the song. Let's roll that tape.
С чего начинается Родина? С картинки в твоем букваре, с хороших и верных товарищей, живущих в соседнем дворе. А может, она начинается с той песни, что пела нам мать, с того, что в любых испытаниях у нас никому не отнять. С чего начинается Родина? С заветной скамьи у ворот, с той самой березки, что в опоре под ветром склоняясь растет. А может, она начинается с весенней запевки скворца и с этой дороги проселочной, которой не видно конца. начинается Родина.
And that was the song sung by the Russian singer Shaman called Where Does the Motherland Begin? This song was written by a Russian poet by the name of Mikhail Matusovsky. He wrote this song back in 1967. Mikhail was born in Lugansk, which is now today called modern-day Eastern Ukraine. But today, with the Ukraine-Russian war, Russia now possesses that town. Now, Mikhail wrote many other songs and wrote a lot of Russian poetry. One thing that amazes me about this Russian poet and writer is that he was born from a Jewish family in the town of Lugansk. And when I saw that, that really encouraged me. Not only did he write Russian poetry and fell in love with Russian literature, he also joined the Russian army in the conflict with Nazi Germany in 1941 through 1945. He also then later moved to Moscow, Russia, and stayed there for the rest of his residency. But it was in 1975 that there was a movie that came out by a Russian singer by the name of Yevgeny. Yevgeny sung this song called Where Does the Motherland Begin in a 1975 film called I Glorify the Fatherland. And when I heard this video and compared it to Shaman's video, I realized that the singer Shaman showed total respect and honor towards the original score. And I would like to play you this clip from that movie. Beautifully done. The cinematography is just outstanding and beautiful for a film that was written in 1975. Let's roll that clip of that final video, and then I'm going to give you my final comments.
С чего начинается Родина? С картинки в твоем букваре, с хороших и верных товарищей, живущих в соседнем дворе. А может, она начинается с той песни, что пела нам мать, того, что в любых испытаниях у нас никому не отнять. С чего начинается Родина? С заветной скамьи у ворот, с той самой березки, что в ополе под ветром склоняясь растет. А может, она начинается с весенней запевки скворца. И с этой дороги проселочной, которой не видно конца. Начинается Родина с окошек горящих вдали, с со старой отцовской буденовки, что где-то в шкафу мы нашли. А может, она начинается со стука вагонных колес и с клятвы, которую в юности ты ей в своем сердце принес. С чего начинается Родина?
And that was from the movie called I Glorify the Fatherland. And it was sung by Yevgeny and by the Red Army Choir. And it was just beautifully done. Once again, a very beautiful song that was well preserved up until the time the Russian singer Shaman redid the song and sung it. Just absolutely beautiful. I really encourage anyone out there that's listening to please go to the library and study Russian literature, study Russian poetry, study Russian language and the history of Russia. There is so much information that you can learn from the Russian culture and the Russian people that it will just touch your heart. The reason why I do these reaction videos on Russian history, culture, language, and the Russian singer Shaman, because I want to show the people of the United States of America that Russia is a wonderful, wonderful nation. It is a people that wants peace just like we do. They have songs and culture just like we do in the United States. And one thing that I highly hold dear to the Russians is their respect for Russian music and literature. In the United States, sometimes we take American literature and poetry and very patriotic songs for granted. In fact, here in the United States, the woke movement is trying to rewrite history, and some songs offends them, and we shouldn't sing those. But as an American citizen, I have the right to teach history. I have the right to teach history of not only of America, but Russian history, Ukrainian history, Serbian history. I'm talking history from around the world. We can learn from one another. And we can also learn biblical truths along the way. Well, that's all the time that I have. Thank you so much for joining me and listening in. Hope you enjoyed the video reactions. Whenever you have a chance, please click the like button below so that this video can get out to many people and so they would be blessed. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel for future videos. And in closing, whenever you're going through worries and struggles, whenever you're going through financial difficulties, whenever you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death, please, I beg you, don't walk through it alone, but let Yeshua HaMashiach, or Jesus Christ, or in Russian, Isus Christos, take you by the hand and walk you through the flood and through the fire. Shalom and Dashvedanya.